All right, I just want to tell you what happened a few minutes ago. I was on Twitter, and I'm anti-globalist, anti-totalitarian, Democrat, weaponized government, Marxist, Kamala, etc. And I tweet on various Twitter posts, and all of a sudden, my vision was affected, and in my right eye, I had difficulty seeing. And I've also had ringing in my ears, headaches, the Havana syndrome. I posted a YouTube video about that on StopGangStalkingPlease2.com. But I wanted to, I'll just tell you what I think. What I think is that what happened with the Havana syndrome, and it started with communist China and Russia, is now used by our weaponized FBI, in particular to attack government gang stalking targets like me, which have no recourse, which no one cares about. This has been going on since 2006, but it's accelerated the last couple of months. They really want me to get out of my house because of the fact that I'm just exposing government gang stalking in my neighborhood, in my community. Unfortunately, and I'm going to tell you the truth about this, I don't have the money in order to get out of my house because of the fact of various things. So I can't get out of this house, which has the twin house attached to mine empty. And we saw what the gang stalking police did to the city manager of Stockton, how they harassed him, how they used noise. That was a long time ago. They're much more sophisticated now. And I absolutely, because of what has been going on with me physically, believe that the FBI is using DARPA-like techniques on me, because they want desperately for me to get out of my house. As I said, I can't, period, can't. So I have to put up with their bullshit. But I want you to listen to this, all right? Let's just listen to this together.
A long-awaited U.S. government report released over the weekend said the most plausible explanation for the mysterious symptoms experienced by American diplomats in U.S. embassies in Havana, Cuba, and other countries were, quote, consistent with a directed radio frequency energy attack. That's according to a government-commissioned report by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine released on Saturday, which marks the first time Washington has officially offered an explanation for what's come to be known as Havana syndrome, though it's still inconclusive.
We continue to try and determine precisely the causation of this.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in October that significant U.S. government resources had been dedicated to solving the mystery, in which more than 40 U.S. government employees were affected between 2016 and into 2018. Diplomats in some postings in Cuba and other countries were plagued with nausea, headaches, dizziness, and other unexplained symptoms. Havana syndrome has long been the subject of intense speculation, given the nature of the symptoms, the location of the postings, and the silence of the U.S. government. The State Department said in June 2018 that it brought home diplomats who were stationed in China over concern they were suffering similar symptoms. Saturday's report did not point a finger at who might be behind the mysterious symptoms, but it cited, quote, significant research in Russia on pulsed radio frequency technology, and that military personnel exposed to microwave radiation in Eurasian communist countries were said to have experienced the same symptoms suffered by the U.S. diplomats.
All right, now I'm just going to show you what's going to happen. So let's see if I can do this here. All right, let's say I want you to see this. Okay? Oh, blocked page. So I can't let you see that. All right? Let me just tell you what I think. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. All right? I just know about the Havana syndrome. I just know that when our gang stalking FBI and our Citizen Corps thugs Joint Terrorism Task Force wanted me out. There was like noise every day. That continues, but not to the extent that things were going on to try to get me to move. And so it accelerated pretty fast because of the fact that I told you about what was going on and the noise every day in front of my house, etc. And so then it accelerated, and that was in June. And I started getting ringing in my ears, which is a symptom of the Havana syndrome. I started getting headaches, the side of my head, the back of my head. Makes no sense because I never got headaches before. Tylenol didn't help at all right? And I tore the meniscus in my knee, and I just a couple of days ago said that I found a brace that gave me really good side support, and I think I'm going to be able to walk outside. Well, the next day, the pain that I had on the side of my knee, and which was all I had from the torn meniscus, turned into pain in the front of my knee. So they really, every time I bent my knee to walk, it hurt. So all kinds of physical things have been going on. That report that I showed you happened in 2020 of the Havana syndrome. And that, of course, was communist China and Russia. Well, it's 2024. I believe that our FBI now understands the technology, DARPA now understands the technology, and that they can do physical things to you. For instance, today I was posting on Twitter, and all of a sudden I couldn't see out of my right eye, like part of my right eye, something was going on with that, made it very difficult to see to post onto Twitter. Now, right now, it's okay after I report it onto Twitter. And I reported it onto Twitter while it was still going on. So I had a difficult time seeing as I posted it. But so all I want to say is I've been a gang stalking target since 2006. Since June, it's been getting really bad. Physical things have been occurring. And I just want to tell you, I don't know what DARPA is doing. I don't know electromagnetic energy, whatever the heck all this is. I don't understand all this. But I do know that I've been experiencing Havana syndrome symptoms. Today, when I was posting on Twitter, there was something with my right eye that was blurry, like something that I couldn't see as I posted on Twitter. It was difficult. I did have my left eye. And right now it's fine. I don't know what's going to happen the next minute. But what I think is the FBI wants me out of my house. They want me out of this neighborhood because everybody knows that my neighbors are gang stalking. The people in the neighborhood are gang stalking. So they're trying to get me out. Unfortunately, I can't afford to get out. And so I'm stuck here with an empty house next to me, just like in Stockton, California, the gang stalking police used construction noises. That was like years ago, all right? But I'm just telling you, that's what they do. They bought the house next to the city manager of Stockton, California. My house has, it's been months that it's been empty. It makes no sense. And since June, all kinds of physical things have been happening to me. So I just want, there should be an investigation. Do you think there's going to be an investigation? I don't know what it's going to take to investigate the FBI, to investigate the DARPA tactics that they're using, to tell you that government gang stalking was started by Bush Cheney when the Attorney General rewrote the FBI guidelines. Has been going on for about 2 decades. I've been a gang stalking target for about 2 decades. It's getting, in the last couple of months, physical, worse. I'm going to end here.